Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Time for the fifth and final part, and also the fifth and final matchup for the Week 4 edition of Raw. This is the final episode of Raw before the Over the Limit pay-per-view. Of course, we got Week 4 of ECW and Week 4 of SmackDown, then the Over the Limit pay-per-view, which is Raw exclusive. But here we go, main event time. Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns. If Zayn does win this matchup, then his rematch clause is eligible versus CM Punk, and so it will be a triple threat matchup at Over the Limit if Zayn beats Reigns, and so it will be a triple threat matchup between WWE Champion CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and of course Zayn will be included if he does win this matchup here, and Reigns just completely destroys him with that one hammer type punch. And ladies and gentlemen, both these men are faces, so is CM Punk. Well, we got greatness. We got The Miz challenging Paul Cruz for the Intercontinental Over the Limit. Sadly, the main event is not going to have a heel in it, which I feel like is what kind of is making Raw's main event scene lacking. At least we're going to have The Miz versus Apollo Crews and The Brood versus the Hardy Boys. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I just feel like, sure, Zayn does have his rematch clause, but I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like at least one heel should be inside this matchup here. Because we all know Raw's about the heels. I do not like none of these men. None of these three men that are going to be inside the matchup. That's just, of course, if Zayn wins, I do not like the WWE Champion CM Punk. If he was on SmackDown, he will easily cut it, as people would jump on the bandwagon for him, Reigns, and Zayn on SmackDown or ECW. But here on Raw, you can't cut it if you are a face. Now, sure, we need to have a good, nice equal amount of faces and heels, but in here the heels cut, while your fans are too blind and gullible to just see what's happening and to just only mostly cheer for the faces. And if all you guys just don't care about the heels here on Raw, then you guys could just jump ship to cheering for SmackDown and cheering for ECW as the better brand then. Even though it's not true, but you guys could do that, because Raw is all about heels, which makes Raw completely better than Goody Two Shoes, ECW, and 50-50 SmackDown. I see it right there. Reigns plants down Zayn. Now, while I don't care for who wins this matchup here, Reigns does have more momentum, as he did defeat CM Punk in a simulated matchup on the Week 3 edition of Raw. As now Reigns, he has Zayn, and he's trying to rip off the face. Has him in like a sleeper type hold here. Now it turns into a dragon sleeper. What transition by Roman Reigns. Zayn's gonna get it. At this point, Zayn is just getting completely and utterly demolished here. Power slam. Now mounted punches, same as Zayn's just not doing so well here, which is why he's not gonna cut it here on Raw. Just here there. Bicycle kick to the back of the head of Sami Zayn by Roman Reigns. Has him frontward skull crushing finale type. Took that from The Miz, I bet. And ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns just made clean work of Sami Zayn in the main event. I am shocked. I thought Zayn was going to bring up a fight. He bring up a fight against CM Punk for the WWE title on Week 2 of Raw. But he can't cut it against Roman Reigns. Now, is this a sign of things to come? Of course, Roman Reigns' tag team partner is Bobby Lashley. But Reigns going solo. He did defeat CM Punk last week, which makes him eligible for a title shot if he did defeat the champion. And so, it's just going to be Reigns versus Punk, and it's going to be a rematch, and it's going to be this time for the WWE title at Over the Limit. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our match cards set. Well, at least we got 3 matches set. Now, we also, let me bring to you guys the news for the limits, as we're also going to have 2 matches for the 8-man tournament for the X Division title, what SmackDown said. For what SmackDown said for the whole Pacific Cruiserweight thing. SmackDown, they have the original Cruiserweight title. ECW, they have the Hardcore Lightweight title. And Raw over here, we got the X Division title. So the X Division title 8-man tournament will start at the Over the Limit pay-per-view, as we're going to have 2 matches. We do not know what participants are going to be inside the Over the Limit pay-per-view. I guess we'll find out at the Over the Limit pay-per-view. Don't miss it. This was the final episode of Raw, and the final part 5 of 5 for this Week 4 episode, the go-home show of Raw before the Over the Limit pay-per-view. Thank you guys for watching, and don't miss Raw's Over the Limit, a.k.a. Raw, the better brand than ECW and SmackDown.